Hi, this is Second Story Garage. I'm Quentin Young here with Bradford Lee Folk and the Bluegrass Playboys. Is that something that you have to live up to? Call yourself the Playboys?
Man, a lot of people would have to live up to that, but we do it pretty naturally.
You do?
And
is there a system or a recipe?
Yeah, it's kind of like late nights, a lot of texting, and a lot of like late night rendezvous, mostly, and stuff like that.
That seems like it's beyond my means, but
no, man, I don't know. I've known you for a long time, Quentin. I think that's probably pretty right in there for you. But
we're coming from you. That's a huge compliment.
We're brothers like that, you know.
That's right.
We both
all right, so Bradford and I go way back.
Yeah, we do.
We even played music.
We did
for a while.
I was so blown away by your talents.
Likewise,
you're a wonderful electric guitar man.
And a lot of people watching probably do know you, especially in Colorado, from Open Road.
Open Road, yeah.
A traditional bluegrass band, but you Playboys are kind of doing something different. Tell me about that.
Well, in any music, we're always trying to find our own sound. Jimi Hendrix had that. All the great bluegrass bands back in the day had that. When you listen to them, first drop of a note, you'd know who they were. And, it's artistry. It's important. It's essential to kind of like take your influences, study a long time, really absorb it, and then take a minute and say, wait a minute, now this is going to be about us. This is going to be about what we have to offer. And that's the artistic process. Mm-hmm. And that's what's traditional about any music. And let's be clear about that, That's what we're here to do, is to make our art, to make our voice and our sound. Mm-hmm. So that's been incredibly freeing and liberating.
So these are your songs, right?
Yes, sir.
But so these guys have to interpret your songs. So how do you guys take what Bradford brings to you and do that, make it your own?
I've known Bradford for a long time, so we share a lot of the same thoughts.
Yeah.
I can kind of see where he's coming from a lot of the times.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we can.
And Nathan, by the way, you live in Fort Collins, right?
I do.
Yeah,
yep.
But the band's based in Nashville, but you have a Colorado connection there. Mm-hmm. And so, Robert, you're doing recording of this band in your studio in Nashville.
That's right. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. So I have a recording studio, and we just get together, do band rehearsals, get it tight, get it on tape, and then when we're ready to release the material, everything's going to be already ready to go.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty convenient having you in the band. Huh?
Go ahead and finish the plug out. What's the name of the studio?
31 West Recording Studios.
No,
yeah, it is.
Robert's got a lot of great respect in Nashville. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I don't know what you're laughing about, big boy.
The way he said release, just...
Lord have mercy.
Double entendre there.
But yeah.
I want to ask you about one of the songs you did, Soil and Clay. Here.
Yeah.
Tell us about that, because that's pretty heavy.
It was a super heavy song, and it was, we had been working with this guy, John Smith. He's by 12 by 12 management, and he came on to it, and I sent him the first 6 songs of the record, and I left off the last 2 because I didn't honestly have access to him at that point. And I sent him the last. He said, "Is that all the record?" And I said, "No, there's a couple more." I sent him those, and Soil and Clay was on there. And he said, "That's an essential song to this record," and I don't really quite understand.
What is it about?
Well, it's about the it came right after the Connecticut
Sandy Hook.
Yeah, and it was a very it's the only song that I've ever written that just went out on the page and was kind of like it was just a one-time thing, and we didn't ever edit it or anything like that. So it was the most natural song, but it's a hard song for an audience and so forth. But the guys like it, so we just we decided to do it here today.
It's pretty heavy material, but
it's
a beautiful
heavy.
song too.
It's super heavy, super heavy, and so but it's that's where that came from.
Yeah. So. I just want to, before we sign off here, ask Daniel, you're from Kentucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the best whiskey to drink? Bourbon.
Oh, goodness. It depends on who you ask. For the money, and we've talked about this, Evan Williams. I'm not saying it's the best, so I'm saying for the money.
Kidding.
Or Four Roses.
I love Elijah Craig. And Four Roses is good, but single batch, but I really like Elijah Craig. Like, that's a good one.
Wow.
Angel's Envy is out of Jefferson County, which is where I was born. So
what is that called?
Angel's Envy.
Angel's Envy.
Yeah.
Try that. I tried Evan Williams.
Jesus Christ, Toho. What are you doing back there?
So thank you so much for coming in and playing.
Oh, thank you.
Big round of applause for Quentin and them.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Second Story Garage.